Vanakkam, this is Babu from TPGAT Vellore. In this video, we are going to learn Unit 4 Fourier Transform in Transform and the Partial Differential Equation subject. First of all, what is Fourier Transform? The Fourier Transform is a mathematical technique that transforms the time domain signal into the frequency domain. This makes the signal easier to understand. The Fourier Transform is an important mathematical tool in many fields, including vibration analysis, audio engineering, and image processing. In this unit, there are three transforms. So one is Fourier transform, next Fourier cosine transform, next Fourier sine transform. There are three formulas. One is direct formula, that is called transform formula. Next, inversion formula. The last one is Parseval's identity. So first of all, what is the Fourier transform formula? The Fourier transform formula is Fourier of f of x equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi. Limit is minus infinity to plus infinity f of x e power isx into dx. So note that here there are two variables. One is s and another is x. One is s and another is x. But we integrate with respect to x only. So after integrating, we shall substitute the limits for x. Therefore, the value of the integration is independent on x, and hence it is a function of s only. It is a function of s only, and thus it is denoted by f of s. And thus it is denoted by f of s. We know that e power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Therefore, e power isx is cos sx plus I sin sx. E power isx is equal to cos sx plus I sin sx. So thus the Fourier cosine transform formula is Fourier cosine of f of x equal to square root of 2 by pi 0 to infinity f of x cos sx into dx. Okay. So here e power isx, here cos sx, here the coefficient is 1 by square root of 2 pi, here this coefficient is square root of 2 pi pi, here the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity, here the limit is 0 to infinity. So this is called Fourier cosine transform formula. So next, for Fourier sine transform formula, instead of cos sx, we substitute sin sx. So that is called Fourier sine transform formula. That is Fourier sine of f of x equal to square root of 2 by pi 0 to infinity f of x sin sx into dx. The only difference is here cos, here sin. So here also there are two variables, namely s and x, but we integrate with respect to x only. After integrating, we shall substitute the limit for x. So hence it is independent of x. Therefore, the value of the integration is a function of s only. So it is a sine transform, hence it is denoted by f s of s. For cosine transform, it is denoted by f c of s, where c represents cosine, here capital S represents sine. Okay. Next, inversion formula. The inversion formula is nothing but for given Fourier of f of x, we can find f of x. For given Fourier of f of x, we can find f of x. That is called inversion formula. So thus the inversion formula is f of x equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi integration minus infinity plus infinity Fourier of f of x e power minus isx into ds. Okay. So we interchange this and this. So f of x equal to Fourier of f of x. So another change is here plus isx, here minus isx. Another important change is here we integrate with respect to x only, but here we integrate with respect to s. Then only we get the answer in terms of x. Then only we get the answer in terms of x. For Fourier cosine transform, the inversion formula is just interchange this and this. So f of x equal to square root of 2 pi 0 to infinity Fourier cosine of f of x cos sx into ds. Here the only difference is here with respect to x, here with respect to s only. So here also we interchange. So then the Fourier sine transform. The inversion formula of Fourier sine transform is f of x equal to square root of 2 pi pi 0 to infinity Fourier sine of f of x into sine sx into ds. Here also the only difference is here x, here s. Okay. Next, Parseval identity. Parseval identity is same for all the transform, namely Fourier transform, Fourier cosine transform, Fourier sine transform. The formula for partial additivity is integration minus infinity to plus infinity modulus square dx equal to integration minus infinity plus infinity modulus whole square ds. Here left hand side we integrate with respect to x, right hand side we integrate with respect to s. So for left hand side we put f of x, for right hand side we put Fourier of f of x. So this is called partial identity for Fourier transform. For Fourier cosine transform, the partial identity is 0 to infinity modulus f of x whole square dx equal to 0 to infinity modulus Fourier cosine of f of x whole square into ds. Here the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. Here the limit is 0 to infinity. Here right hand side is Fourier transform of f of x. Here the right hand side is Fourier cosine transform of f of x. So for Fourier sine transform, the formula is the same. So instead of Fourier cosine, we replace Fourier sine transform. Okay. So for Fourier cosine and Fourier sine, always the limits are 0 to infinity. For Fourier transform, the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. Some preliminary results. First, even function. So what is even function? A function f of x is said to be even function if f of minus x equal to f of x. Example, x square, x power 4, mod x, cos x, etc. So for example, let f of x equal to x square, then replace x by minus x. So what happened? F of minus x equal to minus x the whole square, which is equal to x square, which is same as f of x. That is f of minus x equal to f of x. Therefore, it is an even function. So for even function, that is, if f of x is an even function, then integration minus a to plus a f of x dx equal to 2 times integration 0 to a f of x dx. So this is valid only when f of x is an even function. Next, odd function. A function f of x is said to be an odd function if f of minus x equal to minus f of x. Examples are x, x cube, sin x, tan x, etc. So let us consider one example. Let f of x equal to x cube. Replace x by minus x. Then what happened? Minus x the whole cube, which is same as minus x cube. That is, this is minus of f of x. So that is f of minus x equal to minus f of x. Therefore, it is an odd function. So for odd function, that is if f of x is an odd function, then this value is 0. Then this value is 0. That is integration minus a to plus a f of x dx equal to 0. Okay. So for even function, this is 2 times 0 to a f of x dx. For odd function, this is 0. Next, Bernoulli formula. Integration u dv equal to, so uv, so where v is nothing but integration of dv. Where v is nothing but integration of dv, alternate sign minus. Okay, so if next differentiate u, we get u dash. Integrate v, we get v1. Next alternate sign plus. So differentiate u dash, again we get u double dash. Integrate v1, we get v2, alternate sign minus. Differentiate u double dash, we get u triple dash. Integrate v2, we get v3, likewise, etc. So until we get or we reach 0. Where u dash, u double dash, u triple dash are successive derivatives of u, and v, v1, v2, v3 are successive integrals of dv. First problem, this is a very important problem. So find the Fourier transform of f of x equal to a square minus x square when mod x less than a, 0 mod n mod x greater than or equal to a. Hence, deduce that there are 3 deductions. So first, we need to find the first part. We need to find the Fourier transform of f of x. To find Fourier transform of f of x. So what is the formula for Fourier of f of x? So Fourier of f of x equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi integration minus infinity plus infinity f of x e power I s x into dx. Okay. So let's see the limits, the range for f of x. Let's see the range for f of x. Here the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. So minus infinity to plus infinity can be split into three parts. That is minus infinity to minus a to plus a to infinity. This minus a to plus a is here is called mod x less than a. Okay, so mod x is less than a is nothing but the value of x lies between minus a and plus a. Okay, in mod x less than a, the value of f of x equal to what? A square minus x square. So in minus a to plus a, f of x equal to a square minus x square. So another two parts, minus infinity to minus a and a to infinity is called mod x greater than a or mod x greater than or equal to a. So minus infinity to minus a, it is mod x greater than a, and a to infinity is also a mod x greater than a. In mod x greater than a, f of x is given as 0. F of x given as 0. So therefore, Fourier of f of x is 1 by root 2 pi. So we write instead of minus infinity to plus infinity, we take only minus a to plus a. Because in minus a to plus a only, it takes non-zero value. That is a square minus x square. In minus infinity to minus a, it takes value 0. And a to infinity, it takes value 0. Therefore, we take minus infinity to plus infinity as minus a to plus a. In minus a to plus a, what is f of x? In minus a to plus a, f of x equal to a square minus x square. Next, what is e power isx? E power isx equal to cos sx plus I sin sx into dx. So next, this can be written as this into this and this into this. This is equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi minus a to plus a square minus x square into cos sx into dx plus minus a to plus a square minus x square into I sin sx into dx. Next, so it is an even function. It is also an even function. Therefore, even into even is an even function. So it is an even function. Okay. So it is an even function, but it is an odd function. Sine is an odd function. Odd into even is an odd function. Odd into even is an odd function. Even into even is an even function. Even into odd is an odd function. Odd into odd is an even function. Like minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus, minus into minus, plus. So it is an even function. Therefore, minus a to plus a can be written as 2 times 0 to a. So it is an odd function. Therefore, the entire integral value is 0. The entire integral value is 0. So it is an even function. So 2 times 0 to a, that term. So it is an odd function. Therefore, the value is 0. So thus Fourier of f of x equal to 2 divided by square root of 2 pi integration 0 to a square minus x square into cos sx into dx. So if the integrand has only one term, then we can easily integrate. But here the integrand have two terms, namely a square minus x square and cos sx. Okay. Therefore, we have to apply Bernoulli formula. So for Bernoulli formula, we have to choose u in such a way that the nth differentiation of u should be 0 for some finite n. If you choose cos as a u, the differentiation of cos is minus sin, again differentiation minus cos, again differentiation sin x, again differentiation cos x, sin x, cos x, it never ends to 0. Therefore, we cannot choose cos as a u. For a square minus x square, the first time differentiation with respect to x is 2 minus 2x, second time differentiation minus 2, third time it is 0. So it converges to 0. Therefore, we choose a square minus x square as u. So we have to apply Bernoulli formula. first step, write u as it is, don't differentiate and don't integrate, that is a square minus x square. So integrate the second term, that is cos. Integration of cos is minus sin sx divided by s, because the coefficient of x is s. Next alternate term, minus. So differentiate the first bracketed term, a square minus x square. Differentiation of a square minus x square equal to, so minus 2x, because the differentiation of constant is 0. Differentiation of x square equal to 2x. So 0 minus 2x. Next integrate the second bracketed term. So integration of sin sx is minus cos sx divided by again 1s. So s into s. Next alternate sign. So plus. So differentiate the first bracketed term, that is minus 2, integrate the second bracketed term. So integration of cos is sin sx divided by s into s. Next alternate sign, minus, differentiate the first bracketed term, that is differentiation of minus 2 is 0. So here after all the terms are 0. So we stop the Bernoulli process, apply the limits x equal to 0 to a, which is equal to 2 by square root of 2 pi. So substitute x equal to a. When x equal to a square minus a square sin sa divided by s minus 0 minus 2a minus cos sa divided by s into s plus minus 2 into minus sin sa divided by s into s into s. This is upper limit minus the lower limit. For lower limit, we have to substitute x equal to 0. So minus, so a square minus 0 square sin 0, this is 0, cos 0, sin 0, okay, which is equal to 2 by square root of 2 pi, 2 by square root of 2 pi. Here a square minus a square equal to 0. So 0 into anything is 0. This is 0. So next. So sin 0. You know sin 0 equal to what? 0. So 0 into anything is 0. Next. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. So what is sin 0? Sin 0 equal to 0. 0 into anything is 0. So remaining term is 2 by square root of 2 pi minus into minus into minus minus 2a cos sa divided by a square. Here minus into minus plus 2 sin sa divided by s cube. So here 2 is common. Here 2 is common. So 2 into 2, 4. So 4 by square root of 2 pi minus a cos sa divided by square plus sin sa divided by s cube. Okay. So now take LCM s cube. So here s square, for s cube we need s. So multiply and divide by s. So s by s. So s into s square is s cube. So take LCM s cube. So 4 by square root of 2 pi. So s cube is common. So take common. Next, for right, for first positive term sin sa. Next negative term minus as cos sa. So therefore the Fourier transform f of x equal to 4 divided by square root of 2 pi sin sa minus as cos sa divided by s cube. So next deduction. So for deduction, we have to apply either inversion formula or Parseval's identity. So if the deduction is similar to Fourier of f of x, then we have to apply inversion formula. If the deduction is similar to Fourier of f of x the whole square, then you have to apply Parseval's identity formula. Okay. So here compare this with equation 1. Here t cube, here s cube. Numerator is sin t minus t cos t. Here numerator is sin sa minus as cos sa. It is almost same. Therefore, that is, this deduction is similar to Fourier of f of x. Therefore, we have to apply inversion formula. Write inversion formula. What is inversion formula? F of x equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi integration minus infinity plus infinity Fourier of f of x e power minus isx into ds. To substitute the corresponding term. What is f of x? F of x is given as a square minus x square. What is Fourier of f of x? Which is given in equation 1. So substitute. So f of x equal to a square minus x square equal to 1 by square root of pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity. What is Fourier of f of x? Which is given in equation 1. Which is given in equation 1. So by as far as inversion formula, by comparing and substitution only we get the answer. So compare. So comparing this bracketed term with this bracketed term, here denominator is s cube, here denominator is t cube, therefore substitute s equal to t. So put s equal to t. So when s equal to t, the numerator is sin ta, whereas here sin t only, therefore we remove a, so therefore substitute a equal to 1. So when a equal to 1 and s equal to t, so numerator is sin t minus t cos t. So t cos t divided by t cube. Okay. So here extra one term is the e power minus I sx. Here it is absent. Therefore we have to make this term as 1. Therefore we substitute x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, that is anything power 0 is 1. So and x equal to 0. So we get, so substitute a is equal to t, a equal to 1 and x equal to 0. We get 1 square minus 0 square equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi minus infinity plus infinity. So 4 into 4 divided by square root of 2 pi sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube e power 0 into dt. This implies 1 equal to, so 1 into 4. 1 into 4 is 4. Square root into square root cancel. This is 2 pi minus infinity plus infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into dt. So now look the limits. Here minus infinity to plus infinity, whereas here 0 to infinity. Therefore we have to convert minus infinity to infinity to 0 to infinity. Note that this bracketed term is an even function. So we can check also it is an even function. So for even function, minus infinity plus infinity can be written as 2 times 0 to infinity. So this implies 1 equal to 4 by 2 pi into 2 times 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into dt. So we need this term only. We need this term only. So 2 get cancelled. So 4 by 5. In LHS it is pi by 4. So this implies pi by 4 equal to 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube dt. So this proves 1. Deduction of 2. We need to prove integration 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube cos t by 2 dt equal to 3 by 16. So this bracketed term is also similar to Fourier of f of x, which is given in equation 1. Hence we have to apply inversion formula. So again by inversion formula, f of x equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi minus infinity plus infinity Fourier of f of x e power minus isx into dx. So what is f of x? A square minus x square. What is Fourier of f of x, which is given in equation 1? This implies a square minus x square equal to 1 divided by square root of 2 pi minus infinity plus infinity 4 divided by square root of 2 pi sin sa minus as cos sa divided by s cube e power minus isx into ds. So note that this bracketed term is similar to this bracketed term, but here e power minus isx, here cos of t by 2. So from e power isx we need cos sx. So note that e power minus isx can be written as cos sx minus I sin sx. The next step is this e power minus isx can be written as cos sx minus I sin sx. But we need what term? Cosine term only we need. Therefore, equating real parts. This is real part and this is imaginary part. We need cosine term only. Therefore, we have to equate real part on both sides. For LHS, the real part is a square minus x square. There is no imaginary part in LHS. For RHS, the real part is this bracketed term into cos sx. So, equating real part, we get this one. Okay. Now, comparing with deduction 2. Comparing this with deduction 2. So first compare the bracketed term. First compare this bracketed term with this bracketed term. Here denominator term is s cube. Here denominator term is t cube. Therefore we have to substitute s equal to t. So put s equal to t. So when s equal to t, the numerator is sin ta. Here sin t. Therefore we put a equal to 1. So next. So say n is equal to t, a equal to 1. So sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube. So sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube. Here cos. When s equal to t, this is cos tx This is cos t by 2. So here cos tx, here cos t by 2. Therefore, we have to substitute x equal to 1 by 2 and x equal to 1 by 2. We get 1 square minus 1 by 2 whole square equal to 1 by square root of 2 pi integration minus mt plus mt 4 divided by square root of 2 pi sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube cos t by 2 into dt. So this implies 1 minus this is 1 by 4, this implies 3 by 4, this is 3 by 4, 1 into 4, this is 4, square root of 2 pi into square root of 2 pi, 2 pi. So 3 by 4, 4 divided by 2 pi, integration minus mt plus mt, sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube, cos t by t into dt. So now again, look the limits. Here the limit is 0 to, we need the limit is 0 to infinity. Here the limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. Therefore, we change minus infinity to plus infinity into 0 to infinity. So note that this is an even function. This is an even function. This is an even function. Therefore, minus infinity plus infinity can be written as 2 times 0 to infinity. This implies 3 by 4 equal to 4 by 2 pi 2 times 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube into cos t by 2 into dt. Here 2 get cancelled. So on cross multiplication 4 into 4 16, 3 into 5 3 5. So that is 3 pi by 16. So this proves 2. Next deduction of 3. So this is similar to Fourier of f of x the whole square. It is given in equation 1. So please see equation 1. So this is similar to Fourier of f of x the whole square. Therefore, we have to apply Parseval's identity. So what is Parseval's identity? So integration minus infinity plus infinity mod x the whole square dx equal to integration minus infinity plus infinity modulus Fourier of f of x the whole square into ds. So this implies what is f of x? What is f of x? A square minus x square. So a square minus x square is defined in which limits? Minus a to plus a. Therefore, minus infinity plus infinity can be replaced by minus a to plus a square minus x square, the whole square dx. So this is in equation 1, which is given in equation 1. Integration minus infinity plus infinity 4 divided by square root of 2 pi sin sa minus as cos sa divided by s cube the whole square into ds. So here it is in squaring term. Squaring term also always an even function. Therefore, minus a to plus a can be written as 2 times 0 to a. Here also square term. Therefore, minus infinity plus infinity can be written as 2 times 0 to infinity. So 4 divided by square root of 2 pi, the whole square is constant. Therefore, we take outside. So this implies 2 times 0 to a square minus x square the whole square dx equal to integration 4 divided by square root of 2 pi the whole square is constant. So we take outside. So minus infinity plus infinity can be written as 2 times 0 to infinity sin sa minus as cos sa divided by s cube the whole square into yes. We know that capital A minus capital B whole square equal to capital A square minus 2 capital A into capital B plus capital B whole square. Here this is capital A, this is capital B. So apply the formula. So this implies 2 times integration 0 to a. So a square, this is a square the whole square equal to a44 minus 2ab minus 2a square into x square plus b square. X square the whole square is x44 dx. Here 4 square is 16. Square root 2 pi whole square, square cancelled. That is 2 pi. This is 2. 2 and 2 cancelled. Therefore 16 by 5. 16 by 5, 0 to infinity sin sa minus as cos sa divided by s cube the whole square into ds. Now compare this with deduction of 3. So compare this bracketed term with this bracketed term. Here denominator is s cube, here denominator is t cube. Therefore substitute s equal to t. When s equal to t, this is sin ta, here sin t, therefore put a equal to 1, we get, so 2 times integration 0 to a equal to 1, 1, this is 1 power 4, this is 1 square, plus x power 4 dx, which is equal to 16 by 5, 0 to infinity. This is sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube whole square into ds, where s equal to t, that is dt. Actually, we need this term only. 0 to infinity sin t minus t cos t divided by t cube the whole square into dt. So this implies this term implies, so 5 into 2, 2 pi divided by 16. So 2 pi divided by 16 into 0 to 1, 1 minus 2x square plus x power 4 dx. So 8 times, which is equal to 5 by 8. Now integrate. Integration of 1 is x, integration of x square is x cube by 3, integration of x power 4 is x power 5 divided by pi. Apply the limits 0 to 1. So 5 by 8, 1 minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. So take LCM 15. So 15 minus 2 5s are 10, 1 3s are 3. So which is equal to 15 plus 3, 18, 18 minus 10, 8. So 5 by 8 into 8 by 15. This 8 get cancelled, which is equal to 5 by 15. This proves 3. This proves 3. Hence proved. All the best. Thank you.